on? What's good? Mike is in the building, and this video is brought to you by Woodcraft. Now, I know we all deal with these situations where over time, scuffs, dings on your fairing, or maybe you had a track day and it didn't go so well. You want to replace some components, you can hit up woodcraft-cfm.com. They fit amazing. A fraction of the cost it would cost you to replace an OEM. Plus, it can take more than a beating. You're gonna notice that it's very well packaged. And let's take a quick look here, guys. This is the tank for a Ducati Monster. The one thing I have to make mention because it's very important, it has built-in flex. That's that built-in flex, guys. So you can stretch and pull. You're gonna notice there's something slightly different. On my bike here, it comes in 4 quadrant. You have the 2 side panels, lower gas tank fairing, and you have the upper. What they've done is made it into one shape. You do have all the holes, all the inputs there, and they are reinforced with Kevlar. That way, you know, they hold on a lot sturdier. If you were to have a down with this kind of absorbs the impact and disperse the energy. Instead of taking it and breaking apart into multiple pieces, you're gonna see the fiberglass, the air vents. I'm gonna have to repurpose the OEM ones into this components here. You're probably seeing my matte black finish, and it looks amazing. It does not come in that specific tone, guys. What do they end up sending you is fairing that has a polyurethane primer on it that's ready to be painted. All you need to do is lightly scuff it, and then you could apply your paint job to it. If you're doing track days, most people tend to kind of just decorate it with their own stripes and flags or whatever they want to put on there. But if you're looking for as a replacement for your OEM, you can do any kind of custom color for your bike, which is what I'm going for. As you can see, darken things up. And the last thing I think that's very important to kind of know, if anything were to go wrong, this is salvageable. You can actually get resin, patch it, and then resand it down, put it back to work. This Armour Body Pro Series tank is sheer quality, man. I'm telling you. Let's throw this on. The very first step to this project, guys, is to remove your seat and the rear cowl. If you want to see a detailed breakdown on how to take these guys off, it's fairly simple. Refer to the card or the link down below. You're gonna need some L keys, which I do have. This is a 4mm. So you're gonna have one here, and one on the opposite side. We're gonna remove the upper fairing. This is carbon fiber that I had before. Gonna remove all those screws, fairly straightforward. There are 2 screws on each side here. They're a little bit more difficult to get to. What you wanna do is turn your handlebars, just like that, and then we'll be able to get to these screws a little bit easier. The countdown is getting so ridiculous. I'm so excited. I can't wait to get this thing on. We're down to the last 2 screws, 2 last bolts to get them off. So these guys are right here, actually. Now, for you to remove these panels, do not just pull them out, guys. You want to kind of slide forward. You have to kind of work it a little bit. There we go. You see that? Each one of the panels have these little tabs. You want to make sure you don't just yank out. You slide forward and back and then kind of pull. It comes right off. Sometimes it takes a little bit of a wiggle to kind of get it out, but boom, there we are. And then we simply pull out the carbon fiber. There are 2 more bolts here, one here and there. That's holding the carbon fiber. We're gonna pull those off. All right. One sec. Woo. So, now that we got a bare Ducati Monster, which still looks good, even when she's naked, she looks good. I'm gonna show you guys a few more things we're gonna need. So this air vent here, the mesh, we're gonna reuse that, guys. And if you look on the inside here, there's little hinges. Let's press the tabs. There we go. Super easy for you to pull these tabs off. Now on to repurposing these mesh. Just gonna line them up. You just wanna be careful so you don't damage your paint. Whew, I thought I scuffed mine now for a second. I'd say slide in. And that's how they stay on. Right before we fit this on, there's one step we gotta do. Woodcraft don't drill those holes for you because it varies. So it's probably recommended that you do it. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use a drill, and I'm gonna start with a very small hole, and then from there, I'll go to the bigger size. In case there's an error while you're drilling, you're okay. If you drill too big, you're done. So you're better off starting off small, and this is what we're gonna drill, guys. This hole here, earlier you saw in the video, I took those last 2 screws out. So we're gonna drill these holes in. Make a small hole for start, you can see here. I'm gonna do the opposite side. Now I'm gonna take the smaller bit off and place it with the actual size that I need. Okay, perfect. And then on to drilling the actual hole size. There you go, really simple, guys. All right, moment of truth. We're gonna throw this on, man. Let's get to it. I love how it flexes. You guys can see that. It's no problem sliding it through, which is really nice. A good tip that was given to me to do this, if it's your first time, you could let the tank cover sit in the heat. That way it expands a lot more when you're stretching it. I just made it over that. Now we're gonna stretch the other side. There you go. And it takes a little stress, guys. Not a problem there. Still does the job. Woo. Beautiful. Like, I couldn't ask for any better on how the fit feels. You know, the finish looks amazing. Everything line up so perfectly with the tank. Like, nothing's off. Very well put together. It's really impressive to see that a third-party company can actually produce something that's that precise and it's not OEM. Looks amazing. I want to finish this up so we can see the bike complete. So let's get to it. We're gonna do these bolts here, that one as well, and then we're pretty much done, really. All right, final stretch. All right, we're just gonna throw in the rear seat cowl. The rear seat, which should be complete. Seat on. Let's remove this. I think this is kind of off, right? That's not really working. Let's finish this up. In typical Ducati fashion, this comes off real quick, real easy. Fun little quick story for you guys. I've actually lost some of these screws before. They cost about $22 to replace these. So heads up if you have a Ducati, keep that in mind. If you guys are part of my channel, I'd appreciate you taking a moment and checking out this gentleman. A really dope guy. He's out in Brooklyn, Wall_VS. He does amazing paint work. Look at this. Look at the details. Look how clean that is. This guy is extremely talented. Nobody does it like him. Big shout out to him. I am grateful for him taking the time to do this project with me. Definitely check him out. Let him know that Mike from the Clutch First channel sent you. He does amazing work, man. You won't regret it. Slide right into the DM. There we go. If you guys want me to powder coat this black, let me know. I got a good friend of mine who does amazing work. He has a small business out here in New York. He's in Queens, New York, Jay Linga. I'll tell you how to hit him up in Instagram for powder coated work. Guys, I am elated that I am almost done with the bike. It's looking great. Big shout out to Wall_VS on Instagram. Did an amazing job touching up the cowl and making sure that the tank looks amazing. Huge shout out to Woodcraft for covering me and being part of the channel. If you guys are looking for well-fitted, great quality fairing for your bike, doesn't matter what you ride, hit them up. Woodcraft-cfm.com. Let them know you coming from the Clutch First channel. That helped the channel greatly. Let's move on to the next thing and finalize this complete build, a new look of the season. I love the way the bike is coming out. It's The red screams at me now. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that thumbs up, leave a comment down below, and thank you for everybody that continues watching the channel. I really appreciate it. It's a pleasure to be back doing my thing. Never went anywhere. You can always check me out on my second channel. Do food vlogs, amazing. So check that out. Drop a sub. That'd be dope, man. Catch you guys on the next one. Should be pretty easy. You got a line here.